Hey there everyone, and welcome back again. Today is the third race for the day in the Ferrari 296 GT3. This will be my last race for the day. I just did not have another race in me. This has just been, it's been tearing apart who I am at my very core. It is completely overwhelming and stressful, but that's the whole purpose of this channel. I don't skip any content. Every race I do, every practice session I do, y'all are gonna see every moment of it so that you can literally see step by step what it's like for somebody to be a novice and hopefully make it to being good. That's the goal. You know, I hope in 6 months that I can look back on this and tell y'all like it does work out. I can't tell you that for sure right now, but I'm a strong believer that just a little bit of practice and a little bit of effort every day towards your goals is something that's just going to be helpful to you in the long run. And if you guys like content like this, go ahead and hit that like button and feel free to subscribe, and I'll make sure it's in your feed, and it really helps the channel. But without further ado, cheers and enjoy the video. Like, it was hard for me to adjust with Breaking Bad, and then I don't know, I just got used to it because he does such a good job of that show, and it's such a good show. So I think it's gonna be like having to just go back and forth between him being Hal and being Heisenberg and being Hal and then being Heisenberg, and just like, if they do this, they can't reboot Breaking Bad again. Just none of that, because I emotionally can't handle that man being, because he's just too good at each role. Yeah, he became Heisenberg in my mind. He really did start to just become Heisenberg. It's still, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Malcolm in the Middle, because I loved watching that show growing up, and I definitely, like, I've watched it as an adult and I watched it as a kid, and it's a great show because you kind of get these two perspectives where, like, as a kid you look at the parents and think, God, they are such a hassle, and then as you know, as soon as you grow up, you start looking at this show like, how are they dealing with those kids? Like, they're barely making ends meet, they're absolutely doing their best, and these kids are just like absolute menaces all the time. Yeah, that's honestly, I had to get convinced to start watching Breaking Bad because I just didn't, I mean, like, I think of like the episode where he's teaching Malcolm how to rollerblade. Like, that is peak Bryan Cranston to me, you know, but then Heisenberg comes along and it's like, well, hold on now. I guess this guy is very talented in ways I just didn't realize. Whoops, went in a bit late there. Truly TV magic, history gold, poetry in motion.
The leader has just done a 120.38.
120.38. Maybe. Let's see what we can get.
The leader has just done a 120.36.
Oh, maybe I didn't need to cut the curve that much. I don't know. I'm not. My weight management of the vehicle is not good enough for some things. Hello. Happy to have you here with us.
P5, you're now 0.7 off the leader's pace.
I'll take P5. It's an okay spot to be in. We are out here in the 296 at Road Atlanta. Qualifying right now to see where we set. But with my performance right now, I think that probably P5 is going to be actually where I end up sitting. We'll just have to see how the rest of this lap goes. Come on, don't do it. And yep, I did it. It's cool. That's fine. It's going to happen. This car's a lot. So. Oh boy. But happy to have y'all here with us. Happy to be doing some racing post Christmas Day. Oh boy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. It seems like a lot of actors get into just like one iRacing, but then two real racing. Like I don't know if y'all saw that like Keanu Reeves was doing like real world racing. Oof, I'm down in P10. I'm okay with that. Being up in the front sucks. It's just intimidating. It's too much. It's too much to deal with. Y'all may be familiar, if anybody else doesn't know. I was driving for Uber, and then somebody just like straight up at like, I want to say a good 40, 50 miles an hour, just creamed into the front of my car. I should maybe be dead, but definitely be injured, and I am neither of those things. So I'm like so glad. But the insurance company has just started to go ahead and give me some like payout information. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that to get myself a Tesla. And then I also know I'm gonna buy it. I'll probably have to finance, you know, but I wanna own it. I also do a little bit of driving for Uber in my free time, and with the miles I put on it, I don't think I could lease the car. Oh, okay, going wide in your Joker car. All right, we're brake dragging. Well, okay, so it is a write-off if you Uber, correct? But your mileage is also a write-off, and you can't write off both the vehicle and the mileage. And based on the mileage that I do, I would actually get a better write-off for the mileage, based on the math I've done. I'll continue to look at it, but yeah, nice off track. It should make me some decent income. It should not cost too much. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm looking at. It's gonna cost more than I need to spend on a car every month, but because I am doing a brand new one to order. But I've just had enough cars where I've had buyer's remorse, and I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to buy the car I like and own it, and that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Model 3 performance. So the Model Y is getting a refresh for 2025, and then the Model 3 got a refresh in 2024. So I'm gonna go with the 2024 refresh for the Model 3. It's faster and it handles better anyways. So and then I do like their red, but to be honest, I agree with the idea that they're not very good at paint jobs. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get the car in its cheapest color and then wrap it, you know, because it's like oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that. Because it's basically the same price. Come on, guys, don't do this. Don't do this. Guys.
Go, go, go.
Oh boy, what in the world was that? What in the world was that? Alright, already getting a bunch of off tracks. I need to chill. What in the world was that? Like, I get if you're trying to like build your safety rating up, but don't ruin the race for others. Jeez.
All right, Christian. The next car is Francis. Car number 15.
Yeah, they are staying in the. No! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Thank you. There's no way I could have like not had to take that space. So, yeah, please don't hit me.
Right side.
Yo, what are you doing?
On the right.
Dang, they actually landed that. Okay, good for them. I think that's somebody that's just good and trying to push the distance. Yeah, that was a dive bomb, but I gotta say, I think they stuck it. I didn't.
Still there.
I felt like that was acceptable.
Left side's clear.
Yeah, they may be somebody with a little bit more experience. Oh, gotta mess that up. That's all good though.
The car ahead is Garcia, car number 8.
What in the world are people doing? Okay, I have not reported anybody yet, but I think that's gonna be my first time right there.
Right side's clear.
I think that's gonna be my. First time
That side's
reporting
clear.
somebody. Sorry, bud. That was close. That was just unprofessional to say the least. What a terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, you think he just lost control?
Left side. You are clear on the left.
Okay. It seemed like they were weaving. Okay. No, no, no.
Incident in turn 1.
Not their
It
fault,
looks
not their
like
fault. No worries.
Garcia.
Y'all have probably a better perspective than I do. I'm
Okay, Christian.
in the anxious
next car
seat,
is
you know?
Emilio, car number 13.
Oh boy, I did that wrong. But hey, I'm just glad to be making it through in one piece. I definitely have a butt ton of little issues.
Looks like P2's gone off in turn 10. The gap to P13 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. The leader's just done a
Oh, boy, I'm braking
119.77.
wrong. I am not braking hard enough going into that corner. All right. Recalm the nerves, relax, take it easy, race is not over.
Andrew,
Just stay in
it's
it.
getting closer. The gap
Stay
is
in it.
now 1.0 seconds.
All good.
14th.
All good. We are fast in this. We're focused and doing a good job. Come on,
Stewards,
relax,
orders for cutting the track.
relax.
Keep it between the white lines.
I'm not gonna cut here. I should have done it. Dang it, I would have been faster. Yeah, I think I am over pushing. I'm getting frustrated for sure. I feel myself at the back of the pack, and that's just like making me feel frustrated. And what I need to do is just
Car on your left.
stay in tight. Oh, that's on me. I'm so sorry.
There's an incident in.
I'm
turn
sorry
10.
about that,
I think
bud.
It might be Emilio. You have 12 incident points.
No, you should have it.
Hey, they have the
12.
same attitude I usually do. Okay.
There's an incident in turn 12. It looks like it's Francis. The car in front is Tom, car number 6, B license. And their
Mr.
rating
Holland
is
up in front.
0.8.
I did not mean to do that, but just over pushed that corner a little bit. Thought I had more room than I did.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
It definitely adds a little bit of pressure being watched, but I can't blame that. It really just comes down to the pressure I really just get from actually being in a race. Even when it's just me and the cameras are off, I just get so nervous in races.
In. The gap
I'm
is
just so worried I'm gonna
0.5.
like mess up my car and get a bunch of points and get disqualified that I end up messing up my car
That's
and
the
getting a
fastest
bunch of
lap
points
for
and disqualified.
Thomas,
So
119.48.
On your left. Clear left.
there we go. There we go though. We're falling in. Don't need to push
Well
there.
done, Christian. Good
But that was
pass.
good.
Nice front.
Coming back.
Car on your right. You're still there. Right side's clear.
B12. That lap time.
Left side, there's a car. Clear
Hit
left.
you with the switcheroo.
Car in front of us is Thomas. Car number 11. A license.
A license. I don't stand a chance. Yeah. Spider-Man is no more. Oh, oh, going too fast, going too fast. Did not brake properly. Okay, I think we're in an okay position here. I'm all right with where I'm at. Oh, Christian, nope. Okay. There we go.
The gap to Tom behind is now 0.6.
Messed that up, but we're still in our same position. That's what counts. And no more, no incident point from it. I think I'm quicker in that section than they are. All right, now I need to find a way to pass them.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. There's an incident in turn 7. We think it might be Vieira.
On your left. Keep your line, left side's clear.
Didn't want to run them off the road trying to avoid that accident, so figured I'd slow up a little bit. We've got a full race to do things, so I don't need to be overly aggressive towards other drivers.
Come on, this ain't banger racing. One more collision and you'll be disqualified.
Car on your left.
Come on.
Be on the left.
Oh my goodness. If you've seen Wall lately, you can tell me all about it. Let's see if I can I limp back up here?
Stewards
I'm
have
not
called us
supposed to
into
do
the
this,
pits for
but
repairs. Okay, Christian? The next car is
boy.
Andrew,
Okay, I shouldn't
car
do
number
this.
3, and their rating is 0.9.
but I'm gonna see if it'll happen and not give me such a bad penalty. There goes another race. That was entirely my fault this time. I read a message that said don't over push, and I ignored
Pit lane
that
speed limit
quite a
is
bit.
45 miles per hour.
But we've made it into the pit lane.
Halfway home. Fuel looks good.
That's at least
The
a
driver
positive.
in front of us is
Oof.
Francis. Car number
Frustrating.
15.
Spider-Man got his spot back. Oh, this car. It is so much
Left
fun,
front,
but it is just like
96%. Left rear, 96.
so difficult. So difficult. Tis what it is, though. I can't overstress. Only thing I can do is keep racing and keep trying. And I am now being lapped. That is wonderful.
Five minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Oh, I'm serving a penalty because of the way I got into the pits, I think. So after the penalty, then they'll repair the car. Yeah, this is like... Oh, I'm in first gear.
Francis in front is pitting.
Okay. Alright, so
Exit's clear.
Mr.
Push,
Francis.
cold tires all round.
he be pitting. So let's see if we can't go around and maybe get a spot back. But the beauty is it's really just me, so... You know... Wow, 15 of 17. That's the worst I've done so far. Just from spinning out. Yeah, this car is just very difficult. Very difficult to keep properly on the track. And it honestly, it just... I can't explain it very well, but it just like convinces you that you can do better than you can, if that makes sense. Like it tricks me into thinking, oh, you got this. And I don't got this at all. I am taking it into walls, as you saw, and doing a lot of running off track, but that's okay. Lessons learned. Unfortunately, this game makes you learn lessons 30 minutes at a time. But it is a false sense of security, yeah. It is absolutely a false sense of security. It just feels like it's so planted and it has so much grip and nothing can go wrong. And then at the last minute, whoop, that's not true. Oh, I need to learn how to take that corner, and I think I just need to get on the accelerator sooner. It feels like my turn-in is more than early enough, but... Alright, so trail broke there a little bit, but then dropped the brakes at the last second a little bit too much. And I think had I just held the brakes a little bit longer, would have given me a little bit more rotation that I could have used to step up a little bit. It is this car dragging my iRating now, mostly. Well, I mean, I figured that that would be the case, and I knew that that would be the price that I would pay. But the thing is,
2 minutes to go.
I felt like, and I still feel this way. It feels like the Miata is just not true. Like I'm clearly like a 1.5, 1.6 Miata driver. But in this car, the car that actually to me matters and the ones that I actually want to be racing in the future, I'm not, you know? So I think that in reality, when it comes to GT3 cars, I am like a 0.8, 0.7, you know, driver. But I think it's just gonna come down to not wrecking as much. I was wrecking a lot when I first started with the, you know, the GR, I can't really answer that question because the only racing I did tanked my iRating because it was late at night. So I haven't been able to just do like a friendly daytime race and actually see what like regular driving and that would be. The nighttime conditions were just too new to me. And I think even where I am in the Miata doing nighttime racing, I still wouldn't have fared very well. I did not realize, you know, how much I need my eyes. Unfortunately, since I get everything on video, that means that I have to leave the lights on so that y'all can see the environment and my face and the wheel, and that adds a ton of glare to the screen. So I do think that creates a huge disadvantage for me. Like when it comes to nighttime racing, I would do so much better if I could just shut all the lights off, adjust the brightness to my TV to match properly, and just get in there and race. But it does become a little bit difficult to see. You did a night race here in the... I want to go out on a limb and say maybe that didn't go well. I don't know for sure. Oh, Christian. That was not the move. That was incredibly slow. But I'm gaining on who's in front of me, so... I don't know why everybody's name is in a red font. I don't know if it's the game saying, like, I'm disqualified, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it says I only have 15 of the 17, so... While that's terrible, it's not disqualification. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about, like, losing your headlights.
P15.
Oh, so gotcha. So it doesn't matter whether or not I catch up. Every single person has lapped me. Okay. Fair enough. We're just driving around, it would seem. Oh, it just barely stayed on there. Woof, 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 woof. Yeah. People are pitting races over. Don't. Oh, I felt it. I felt it. It was trying to take my life.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Christian.
Oh, I'm trying. It was that or lose control, and that would have been 2 points, and that would have been a DQ. Oh, goodness. Whew. While we're just cruising, did everybody have some happy holidays? I'd love to hear what everybody did for their holiday season. You got to spend some time with your family, or just in general? Were things good? What'd you get?
3:15. There's the checkered flag. That's the end of the session.
Alright, we'll go back around and try to get some extra rating, safety. Because boy, is this going to tank it again. And I may have to do some safety races where I cheese it a little bit to keep myself up above 2.5. I don't know for sure, but my guess is that if the week ends and I'm beneath 2.5 safety rating, that it's going to demote me. Would be my best guess. Hell yeah, my girlfriend did the same thing. I'm actually a Ferrari driver right now, racing wearing a McLaren hoodie that my girlfriend got for me, so it was too snug not to wear it. Oh, hey! Sounds like she had a good Christmas. It is, yeah, this is the Ferrari I'm driving, but the McLaren I'm wearing. And no, I did not mean for that to rhyme. Box, 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 box. Okay, cool. Hey, anybody's better than Lance Stroll, you know?
What's your speed limit in the pits?
It's crazy to me that Lance Stroll still gets to race. Just for safety reasons alone, it's crazy to me that he still gets to continue to drive on track. He just does some stuff that's just kind of... honestly, I am Lance Stroll in this game. I am just like a classic little Lance Stroll. Just tearing it up on the track. All right. Into a wall. That's how I did it. This was the one race where I think everything was kind of going okay. And even though there might have been a little bit of some incidents at the beginning, it felt like I was finally catching back up, getting some spots back, and starting to get myself in a good position. Who knows what would have happened if I hadn't, wrecked it coming out of that last turn before the finish line. But either way, I can't go back in time, as I like to say. I can only learn from the mistakes that I've made and do my best not to make them as time goes on. I think that what happened is I got up next to this car and I didn't feel like I was giving him enough space while he was on my left-hand side. And so I think that what I did was I put too much input into the steering to get myself over to the right a little bit. And in that specific position where I was cresting over a hill, that just wasn't the move, because I think my rear tire started to lift up a little bit as I did that, lose grip, and then, as you saw, it's wall time. Just little things to kind of worry about as time goes on. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate your time. You could be watching any video and doing anything, and instead you're spending your time here with me, watching these videos and just supporting along. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Cheers.